Hello and welcome to our training. My name is Amanda Gould and I have been a coach with Team Beachbody since November of 2014. I started on my journey, just like many other women, as a way to lose the baby weight after my first son, Brock. I had no experience with the programs or products. I just knew that I needed a solution, and I had seen the pictures that my coach was sharing on her page and just knew I had to give it a try. So that said, today we're going to talk a little bit about time management and scheduling business hours for your Beachbody business. As I shared, I started when my son was only 5 months old and had to really figure out how to work this business around his schedule. I was new to this. I was on maternity leave from my job as a teacher. So I knew that I couldn't afford a sitter or anything like that. I wasn't going to send him to daycare. I felt very lucky to be at home with him. So I was going to take every minute I could with him, but I needed to work around those power pockets of time. And that is what we are going to talk about, because it can be done, but you need to really focus on the planning and the time management. So especially in the beginning, and something I do even now, because at this point, the point I'm recording this video, my son will be 4 in June and my daughter is 16 months old. So I'm still juggling in those pockets. But every Sunday night I sit down and block out a time on the calendar, creating a specific schedule of when I will have the most likely to have a chance to do my business hours for the week. So when does this happen? Typically, my mornings start very early. I know that I can squeeze in a good 30 minutes of work before I even get to my workouts. I encourage you to look for those pockets of time. Are you eating something before you're working out? Can you use that time in between when the kids are still sleeping? Or is there an hour after maybe your husband or your spouse gets home from work that you can say, okay, I need this hour. I'm gonna throw dinner in the Instapot. I'm gonna take this hour and have my focused hour of work. Or, I can almost always rely on my daughter taking a nap around 1 p.m. So I'll set my son up with some Legos and the TV just for a little bit, get that quiet time while she's napping, and put in my focused work time. Now, when you block out those times on the calendar, it's very important to write your to-do list into those schedule slots as well. So invitations, follow-ups, challenge group check-ins, your power hour, which we will get to very soon in this training, so you will know even more about those business building activities that should be done first each and every day. But make sure you list out those activities that need to get done during that time. Something else I remind myself, and this is extremely important when it comes to your business, your personal development, your own fitness journey, I always try to keep in mind what can be done when the kids are awake. Can I empty the dishwasher? Can I fold the laundry? Can I cook the dinner when they're awake and playing alongside me? Yes, but can I take the focused time to create posts or sit down and do invites and follow-ups when they're around me? Not so much. So I always try to weigh what can and what can't be done when they're with me. And that helps keep me on track, and that helps remind me that it's very important that when they go up for that nap or when I have a little bit of that quiet time, that I need to come to my space and get started. So what you need to remember when you do sit down, and again, we will get to these most important tasks soon in the training, but we have to do the most important things first, not the things that are easiest for us, the most important things. So this is going to include your inviting, your following up, making that Facebook group, challenge group specific invites for others, and keeping in mind that this helps us to take ownership of our time and sets us up for success as coaches. So I do encourage you to sit down with your calendar, pull out your planner, figure out when those power pockets of time are, even if it's only 15 to 20 minute intervals of time that you can squeeze in here and there a few times throughout the day. It will make a big difference when you are using that time, taking that time, and being focused and intentional about that time. You can make your business work too. So I encourage you to get out and do it. Congratulations again on taking this step, and I look forward to working together in the coming weeks.